So these are my new Hoka Speed Instincts that I picked up today. Finally got them in, and I've, as you can see, tested them out in our swampy Louisiana rainy days that we've seemed to have a lot of. Um, I'm going to do a little day one review of this shoe. Um, it's the Hoka Speed Instinct. I like this color scheme. I ordered this color, particularly because I thought it just looked pretty cool. It is a trail shoe. It's got your, pretty decent tread on there. But it's not super aggressive, so I do, a little bit of both, a little on the road, and I try to stay on the trails as much as possible. So I thought this shoe might be a good blend of both worlds. Um, Price point on this shoe is $130. It is not a cheap shoe, and you really have to think a lot before you spend that kind of money on a shoe. But I ran in a Hoka a couple years ago, and I can't think of the name of it, but it was a trail shoe that I got on REI for like $60. So it was a deal and a half, and I really feel that that shoe got me back on the road to recovery after an IT band issue. So I'm dealing with a knee issue now, and I thought, I wore those shoes out and retired them last year after a race, and figured I would give it a try again. So spent the $130, got me a 10 and a half. The 10 and a half is a shoe size that I can get in any shoe, and I've always fit throughout. The left foot felt really good. The right foot, I was a little pinched up front, more so than I'm used to, but it worked out. After I wore the shoe for a couple hours today walking around, and then when I went to go run, they felt fine. The upper on this shoe is definitely a lot slimmer than I guess the other Hoka that I had. It's a tighter fit, and you can kind of see the backing of this shoe is, I don't know. It's not the highest back, and I felt like it was a little low on my foot when I first tried it out. But as I ran in the shoe, it felt fine. It didn't give me any problems, and I felt like the size barrier that I was a little worried about before was fine. Maybe if you're really pushing a 10 and a half, usually a size up by half a size might be, decent thought for you. But this was tested in the mud today in the rain. It breathed well. Didn't really have any issues with it. It actually stuck to the dirt and mud. Didn't slip, even with the limited tread that it has for a trail shoe. It stuck to the ground well. And once I got out on the road, the cushion was unbelievable. I mean, there's no better cushion in any shoe than the Hoka. I mean, it's like you're running on a cloud, and people say that all the time, but truly, it's a very soft ride, and I think it's what I need for recovery. The shoe is not heavy. I'm not sure what the weight is on this shoe, but it's better than any other supportive shoe that you'll get, from any brand. So I was very impressed so far. I will be doing a in-depth, long-term shoe review, but right now this was day one. Not too bad. So far, I really, really like them, and I'd recommend that you look into this shoe too if you're looking for a good, trail shoe that can be run on the road, and even if you're dealing with some injuries or something that might put you back on the road to recovery.